I'm taking it slow, but I just want more. I'm taking it slow, just follow the flow. I'm taking it slow.
When the Tiki Tak tribe shows up and steals the banana horde, DK and his pal Diddy Kong chase after them to get their snacks back.
If you're into platformers that really test your skills, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD it is. It's classic Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, running through jungles, hopping in minecarts, and dealing with all kinds of wacky enemies. The cool part is that everything's being given a slick HD upgrade, so those vibrant levels you remember look even better now. What's great is how the game stays true to its roots. Tight controls, tough but fair level design, and that sweet satisfaction of nailing a tricky jump, it's all there. Plus, you can even team up with a friend for some co-op action.
Right on through baddies. And all sorts of other stuff that only a Kong can do. Plus, check this minecart that's totally off the rails. And the rocket barrel that'll have you blasting off. In some stages, you can even hitch a ride on Rambi's back. Radical. Most levels have 4 Kong letters to collect. Try finding them to unlock a secret level in each world.
Kirby Star Allies is just one of those games that reminds you why Kirby's been around for so long. It's colorful, it's fun, and honestly, it's just plain joyful. You've got Kirby doing what he does best, floating around, inhaling enemies and stealing their powers. But this time it's all about teamwork. What's cool is how creative the game gets with combining abilities. You can mix and match powers with your friends, leading to some awesome team combos that feel super satisfying. If you're looking for a chill cooperative platformer that's all about having fun with friends, Kirby Star Allies is perfect. Planet of Lana feels like stepping into a living, breathing painting. The art direction is stunning with vibrant hand-painted landscapes that really pull you into its world. You're following Lana, a young girl, on this emotional journey to rescue her sister while navigating through puzzles and avoiding dangerous alien creatures. The bond between Lana and her little animal companion Mui adds a layer of charm to the gameplay. You'll need to work together, solving environmental puzzles and outsmarting enemies in creative ways. The soundtrack by The Last Guardian's composer really enhances the experience, making everything feel even more atmospheric and heartfelt. If you're a fan of games like Inside or Limbo, this one's definitely worth checking out. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is a fresh take on the classic Mario platforming formula, and it really lives up to the hype. Right off the bat, it feels familiar but with a whole new twist, literally. The Wonder Flower mechanic shakes things up by transforming levels in totally unpredictable ways. 1 minute you're platforming through a pretty typical Mario level, and the next, the entire world is bending, warping, or completely flipping on its head. What makes this even more fun is the co-op mode, where up to 4 players can join in the madness. The new power-ups, like the Elephant Mario, are hilarious and add a ton of variety to the gameplay. It's a colorful, joyful ride that brings out the best of classic Mario with some really surprising twists. Spyro Reignited Trilogy is a vibrant remaster of the classic Spyro the Dragon games, and it's pure nostalgia wrapped in a shiny HD bow. If you played the originals, jumping back in feels like a warm welcome, and everything is just so much more gorgeous. The gameplay still holds up with those classic platforming elements, gliding through the skies, and of course, torching enemies with Spyro's fiery breath. And if you've never played Spyro before, this trilogy is a perfect introduction. It's the kind of game that's easy to get lost in for hours.
Who are you again?
Spyro.
Spyro?
Spyro.
Spyro! Spyro!
Spyro.
Spyro! Spyro!
Spyro.
Spyro! Spyro! I'm getting a little winded.
Know about your adventures? Dueling with knights, swashbuckling as musketeers, even contesting giants high atop a beanstalk.
Disney Illusion Island brings that classic Disney magic into a colorful, charming platforming adventure. It's a co-op game where you play as iconic characters like Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy, exploring an animated island filled with puzzles and challenges. The art feels like you're stepping into a Disney cartoon, and it's all about teamwork. What's cool is that each character has their own unique animations and personality, but everyone plays similarly, so no one's left behind in the action. It's pretty approachable for all ages and packs enough challenge to keep everyone engaged.
Yes, I know. I just greeted you.
Okay, I've heard enough. So let's grab those books and be real heroes ourselves.
Oh, that's perfect, Mickey!
Olyulu World is where skateboarding meets vibrant weird worlds, and it's an absolute blast. The game has this slick, colorful art style that feels like you're skating through a quirky cartoon, and the flow of the levels just keeps you hooked. You'll be pulling off combos, grinding rails, and nailing tricks across forests, deserts, and even floating cities. The controls are smooth, easy to pick up, but there's definitely a learning curve if you want to master it. Plus, the customization options let you create a character that's as funky or cool as you like. you're a fan of Metroidvania games with a rich cultural backdrop and challenging gameplay, Bow Path of the Tea Lotus is definitely worth exploring. The game is a visually stunning 2.5D action platformer inspired by Japanese folklore. You play as Bow, a small yet powerful yokai, navigating beautifully hand-drawn worlds filled with challenging platforming and combat sequences. It offers tight controls and a unique jump reset system, allowing for fluid movement and combat. The game has sublime movement mechanics and excellent level design, though some mention narrative and comedic missteps. If you're looking for a fun and engaging platformer with a unique premise, Undercat is definitely worth checking out. Undercat is a 2D action platformer where you play as a rebellious dog on a mission to overthrow the feline regime oppressing the animal city. The game offers both single-player and co-op modes, allowing you to team up with a friend to tackle missions together. You can also engage in various P versus P modes, including combat, racing, collecting, and marking, to compete against each other. The game also features secrets and hidden passages to discover, adding replayability.
そこで委員会は我々ガーディアンを製造した。犯罪の抑止、平和と秩序の回復のために。
Vengeful Guardian Moonrider is a side-scrolling action platformer that channels the golden age of classic 16-bit action games in a full-throttle quest for revenge. In this game, as a robotic ninja created as a super soldier by a tyrannical dystopian government, having rebelled against your purpose, you seek to overthrow your creators by joining a resistance movement. The gameplay is fast-paced and challenging, with tight controls that make combat feel responsive and satisfying. Overall, a must-play for fans of retro-inspired action platformers. Owlboy is a platform adventure game that masterfully blends flight and platforming mechanics. It tells the story of a mute owl who embarks on a journey to save his world. The game's pixel art is a visual delight reminiscent of classic animated films, and its soundtrack complements the emotional depth of the narrative. You can recruit allies, each with unique abilities, to assist in combat and puzzle solving. The game features expansive dungeons and challenging boss battles, offering a rich and rewarding experience. Critics have lauded Owlboy for its storytelling and design, describing it as a love letter to pixel art for a new audience. Cave Story is a classic indie action-adventure game that has left a lasting impact on the gaming community. It features a compelling narrative, tight platforming mechanics, and a memorable cast of characters. Basically, you play as an amnesiac protagonist who awakens in a mysterious cave-inhabited bunch of creatures that are threatened by a force. The game offers a variety of weapons and upgrades, allowing for diverse combat strategies. And for those interested, Cave Story has remained a testament to the creativity and passion of indie game development.